Good afternoon, I'm Edie Diemar with 2NURFM News. A 59-year-old woman has been airlifted to hospital after falling off her horse just outside Scone. The woman was fox hunting on a property in Bunman when she came off her horse. She was flown to John Hunter Hospital by the Hunter Westpac helicopter and with a broken femur and is in a stable condition. A 22-year-old Mayfield man has been charged after allegedly attempting to use counterfeit currency at Warners Bay Tavern. Staff member refusing to accept the note after observing it did not look legitimate. Sonia Roberts from the Sydney Police Headquarters says the man has since been arrested.
The man left the hotel discarding several notes outside. These notes were retrieved by patrons and handed to staff who contacted police. The man was eventually arrested, taken to Charlestown Police Station and charged with the possession of counterfeit money and utter counterfeit money.
The future of after-hours GP service in the Hunter is looking uncertain following the federal budget. GP Access After Hours will operate until June 30, but is still fighting to have funding continue after then. The government is working with Medicare Local to shift after-hours services to the newly established Hunter New England Primary Health Network. Volunteers have sprung into action to help Dungog farmers rebuild their damaged properties in the wake of April's devastating storm event. Volunteer-based organisation Blaze Aid is working with affected farmers in the rural region and expects to be based there for at least 3 months. Coordinator of Dungog Blaze Aid, Camp Brian Carr, says volunteers are already at work on a number of properties.
Yesterday was our first day in the field, so we had 2 teams out yesterday, 4 teams out today working on various properties around Dungog, clearing the fence lines and then assisting the property owners to rebuild their fence. They supply the material, we supply the labour, and we work under their direction.
Hunter residents struggling with their post-storm clean-up are being given more time to dispose of debris free of charge. The New South Wales Environmental Protection Authority announced today that waste levy exemption for storm-affected areas has been extended to June 30. This means residents and businesses who suffered damage in the storm can take green waste and water damage bulk waste to their local council-run tip at no cost. Dungog, Singleton, Port Stephens, Maitland, Newcastle, Lake Macquarie and Cessnock are all included in the exemption. Upper Hunter businesses could be waiting for 5 years before they connected to the national broadband network. Representatives from the Denman, Scone, Singleton and Muswellbrook business chambers met with NBN officials to find out when their town will be connected to the network, but told they were unlikely to see faster internet speeds before 2015. Singleton Business Chamber Executive Gil Eason says Hunter businesses have been ignored.
The new residential areas are connected to the NBN new broadband, but the plans from NBN tell us that they're going to introduce a wireless solution 5 k's out of town, but that doesn't cover the business district.
Now with sports, Sally Spicer.
Lambton's Jaffers have defeated the Charlestown Blues 3-1 in their Northern New South Wales National Premier League catch-up game last night. The deciding goal came in the 86th minute when midfielder Riley McNaughton scored from a close range. Belmont North triathlete Tim Lang has qualified for 4 World Championship events following winning 3 national titles in 1 year. The 46-year-old says it's his goal to compete in as many world titles as possible and is set to compete in events in Australia and abroad in Sweden and the US. The future of Newcastle Knights star player Joseph Tapine may rest with his actions in the moments before he broke a man's jaw late last year. Tapine has admitted to throwing a punch but says his actions were in self-defence. Magistrate Ian Cheetham has reserved his decision until June 23rd. And in rugby union, Merewether Carlton's Jay Strawn has recovered from injuries to both ankles ahead of his entry into the New South Wales Country Cockatoos training squad tomorrow. That's sport. I'm Sally Spicer.
2NURFM News Time is 12:10.